Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the shop. Hope everyone's having a lovely morning. I've been kind of productive today. I'm getting the feeling that streaming days can be better for me as long as I can get up at a good time. Hello, Mookie. Welcome. How are you this morning? I was just saying, I feel like if I can get up at a good, reasonable hour on days that I stream, I am way more productive on those days than on the days that I don't stream, even if I do the same thing. It's very easy for me to not be a useful human being in the morning. But I've been productive. I've gotten up, I've gotten out, I've done things. For me now is 5 p.m., I would assume. So, almost good evening, if I remember correctly. Well, I hope you had a wonderful day. Got something done that you wanted to get done. Has your day been satisfying thus far? Because that's usually what I shoot for. I can have a quote-unquote good day on any given day. That, you know, nothing bad happened or even something good happened, and if I didn't do anything productive, I just wallow in what's the word? Not self-pity, but I beat myself up over it. Day was good. That's great. I'm glad to hear it. Yeah, my day's been pretty good so far. I got up, I took my dog for a walk, I went and got some breakfast, I got out of the house. I've been, getting some things done. I have now 16 years. You're 16 years old? Did you have a birthday recently? Don't tell me today is your birthday. I realize that my birthday was 2 days, but well, happy belated birthday! That would mean, that would have been during 2 days ago. Well, I hope you had a wonderful birthday. Hope you had a good time. Got to go and do something fun. Happy 16th birthday. I know for me, my 16th birthday was just another one. I was at that time in my life, I wasn't really doing anything interesting. I don't even remember if I had like friends come over or hang out or anything. It's just another day. Probably had to go to school that day. I don't even remember. But yeah, I hope you had got to do something fun. I hope you didn't spend it running around like a chicken with your head cut off, trying to make other people happy. That's one of those things that I always worry about if I want to do like a celebration or a party of any kind. I don't like coordinating lots of people. It can be really easy to fall into that trap of trying to get a bunch of people to do a thing and you want everybody to be happy. But so far... well, I guess I can't say I recommend my method of dealing with that particular problem. So far it has amounted to, I'm just gonna not. Tomorrow I'm going to do a diet. Okay. What kind of diet? Also, as I'm sitting here, I have realized I've got a thing out of place. Boop. Let's put that right there. I'm not gonna need to move that anymore. So you trying one of these, keto or low fat or... Sorry for that, I'm trying to mess with my cup. To lose some weight. Okay. Do you have any particular plan that you're gonna try and follow? I know I've tried to do diets myself, which is mainly consisted of me saying, you know what, I should eat less food. And then I just kind of don't. Like I do for a few days, but nothing consistently. And for my own sake, I've been the same weight for the majority of my lifespan. So, you know, luckily that hasn't affected my, like I haven't been too heavy, haven't been too light. But it's definitely better if you can, I'm just going to train, eat healthy, and eat less. Yeah, I do think that getting a consistent habit of activity, especially if you're mostly sedentary, getting into a habit of being active all the time, or not all the time, but regularly, consistently, is a big key. I was going to the gym relatively frequently for a while, but I kind of fell off of that. I'm trying to get back onto it. But like I'm not going and, you know, lifting heavy weights and you're running 10 miles or anything. I'm just like doing stretches and, you know, low intensity workouts. But, you know, being there really helps. You know, it's better than sitting on my butt at home. One time I lost weight and I got it back again. Yeah, that's the hard part. I feel like depending on how you eat and how you're, like, you know, based on your genetics, your body has a certain weight that you're comfortable at. You know, that's based on what are you most familiar with eating and how often, and what is your normal activity level, and those things sort of tell your body, I guess, what your natural native weight is. But that's just me. I don't know. I've known people who've done really crazy dramatic weight shifts in a positive way. There was a fellow that I used to train with. I did martial arts for a while. I still do, but I used to train with a guy who was like probably close to 200 pounds. And then like I didn't see him one summer and he came back, he was at 145, which is just crazy, right? Like I always thought of him as being a big dude. He went from being way heavier than me to lighter than me, which is, you know, just wild. I need to start working out. Yeah, so say we all. So say we all. I'm gonna go ahead and jump over to my aspirate. Watch out! No, I'm full screened. There we go. But yeah, I think as far as the working out goes, getting into the consistent habit of going and being in a place where you can work out, or even if, you know, I guess if working out at home is your desired practice, then getting into the consistent habit of doing that is the harder part, or the hardest part. Clicked in brain, I should do diet again. Yeah, I mean, like I said, if it's something you feel like, it's something you feel like will make you happier with you, then you should do it. And I think that being happy with yourself is one of those things that goes a long way to making you able to interact better with other people. I know that's one thing that's helped me anyway. Okay, so don't want to be muscular, just want to be in the middle. Yeah, my thing is, as far as exercise and stuff goes, I don't necessarily want to be like super fit. I mean, I'm vain enough. I would like to be hot. And I think a lot of people would, but for the most part, I don't necessarily want to be super fit as much as I want to be, what's the word? I want to be active enough such that my body doesn't try to shut me down from the things that I want to do. Also, the fact that this isn't actually centered is going to bother me. Whatever. We're gonna make it work. So one thing I'm thinking... So, okay, so here's what we're doing today. I agreed to help some folks with a game jam. They told me that they need a cafeteria scene with some freaky deer, basically. They linked me to a Pinterest board, but I'm gonna try to put that together. Some crazy, freaky, creepy, psychedelic deer. I guess I could start by drawing a deer. Now, this is the constrained palette size that they wanted. It's like, these dimensions are what they want to use. This border might not stay. So to get this done, I need to sort of figure out how big can I make these deer. Such that it still looks good. Need to do it because I am in a wheelchair and need always help to transfer myself. Hey, kitty. Welcome. Good morning. Yeah, that's rough, man. I know my mom was in a wheelchair for most of my life, and that was one of those things that she always needed to have help getting around. Yeah, there's definitely a lot of exercises that you can do when you're wheelchair bound, but it is a lot harder. Like, and I very much understand that the world is not geared for you. It's a definite hurdle, for sure. Yeah, kitty, we're doing some weird deer. I'm just sort of blocking out how big I can make these things. And still fit multiple ones of them on the screen at the same time. You know, one of the things I need to do today is edit my playlist. Surprised you managed to stay away from Elden Ring. New games are addicting. Oh yeah, man. I stayed up way too late playing it last night. After we got off, I was playing till like 2 a.m. Not 2 a.m. I take that back. I was playing till like 12:30. 2 a.m. was the other day. I need to be happy. Yeah, Mookie, do you have, I hope you do, somebody to help you out and support you with that? Because I think having someone to help you keep up with doing activities makes things go a lot easier. Played early this morning, managed to get my scythe up more. So did you figure out what the scaling is? Like what it is that causes the scythes or the discs to do actually more damage? Oh, but I obliterated some dudes. I mean, that's always a fun time. I'm not depressed anymore. I'm glad to hear that, Monkey. Depression is rough. It's a rough thing to deal with. I have struggled with that myself, for sure. This is not how I want this to work. I do kind of like the red a little better, in a way. I mean, are you obliterating dudes that you hit before that weren't being obliterated? I'm still in the background. Oh, these are new dudes on a bridge. Yeah, good to check against a known reference point. It's like all the kids have fun and I'm in the house. Kind of beating me down. Yeah, man. So I know that, and maybe this will help. Like I said, I can't, I'm not a professional. I don't know. But I know that one thing that my mom did a lot of was she wrote to people. She had a lot of time. She was at home all the time. But she would write to everybody. So maybe that is something you could do. And I know that being online, it's not necessarily good to be online all the time. But, you know, being online might be something that can alleviate that a little bit. Help you to be able to reach out to other people. You know, stay involved, I guess, with other people. Let's see. I wanted to do like a Hypnotoad kind of eyeball, but I don't think that I'm going to have enough space. I don't know if you've ever seen Hypnotoad. No, that's just a checker pattern. That's not going to work. I'm liking these less and less. I think the just diagonal was better. I say that. Maybe that will work. Maybe that'll work. So now that I think about it, I wonder if the blade deals the same damage as a swing. That would be a good thing to check on, yeah. I'm not going to be sad, I'm going to be happy with what I can do. That's my motive from now on. That's a good motive to have. I was actually thinking about this the other day, yesterday specifically. I saw somebody who makes YouTube content based around Dark Souls and that kind of game, and they were like, I was feeling bad, or I was feeling down about myself for not having put out a Dark Souls video or an Elden Ring video yet, and then I realized that the game has been out for less than 2 weeks. So that was one thing that I was dealing with the other day too, because I was like, man, I am not being productive, I'm not doing anything, and I was just like, is it even worth it? No, man, it's fine, you're good, don't worry about it. Like I said, you know, depression is one of those things that's everybody, I think, has to deal with it at some point or another, and if they don't, they are probably I don't know. I feel like it's just one of those things that people have to deal with these days, especially. Although it's probably one of those things that humans have had to deal with for a very long time. It's just, you know, now we talk about it more than we used to. But no, yeah, you're fine. If I didn't want to talk about it, I'd tell you. We've all got struggles, and we're all in it together. Actually, let's do... Watching streams gives me some kind of connection. Yeah, that's cool, man. And I think that you should, if you feel up to it, if you can, not stomach it, but I'm fighting to find my words here. If you think that it's a thing that you can deal with mentally, I recommend getting involved in some communities online. It gives you somebody to be around, and getting out of your own head can help too. That is too bright. But yeah, getting out of your own head, connecting with other people, I find really tends to help. I've had several people find me through my furry tag, asking me questions about the community. And yeah, man, if it's working. Someone said we were very, very welcoming. I'll start streaming as well. You know, I feel like that's probably a good move, Mookie. Again, and don't be discouraged if it doesn't work out very fast. Honestly, I'm not doing numbers, as they say, and so it's sometimes it's a struggle for me to keep doing things, but I'm working at it. Kind of feeling like I should just Oh, also Kitty, you've probably heard this before too, but one thing I heard about I read this on the 1D4chan. He's got a unibrow. Website that does a lot of RPG related stuff. It's not 4chan, but it came from there. But one of the things they said about the furry community on 4chan was that the reason that they were able to survive was purely by not being bothered by people hating on them. So basically out of sheer force of spite. So that's really interesting to me. community of people just wanting to work together, just wanting to hang out and be left alone, pretty much. Furry hate subreddit is full of furries. Oh, yeah. Makes sense. 16 years, so it's the appropriate age. Oh, yeah. I actually don't know off the top of my head what the minimum age requirement for streaming is. I know that if you're, like, under 13, I think, you're not supposed to even be on the site. On Twitch. Let's do this. Is that black? No, it's not actually black. It's close though. They love the hate memes. Ah, I see. I want something on the outside of these eyes to make it look like it's really bugging out and weird. Need to have 18 to stream without parents and without a guardian. Ah, I see. What's the prompt? I don't know what the Pixel Daily's prompt is, Kitty. We're not doing that today. I got invited to collab on a game jam project, which is what this is about. Doing a little bit of art for that. They needed this size image of some weird freaky deer in a cafeteria, so that's the plan as it stands right now. Crud, why did it do that? There we go. If I make that the actual darkest color, this is going to blend into the side of his face, but that might actually be okay. Oh, I mean, it's just a game jam thing. I don't think it's huge, if that's what you're saying. People stream with 17. Why couldn't I stream? I mean, that's fair. My personal take on that is make sure that you are taking care of yourself, I guess, is the way I would put that. There's a less PC way to put it. I don't mind other people cursing, but I try not to curse on stream. But my thing is, cover yourself, cover your own backside. So if you do decide to stream, just know that you're taking your responsibility into your own hands. But I'm not saying that you shouldn't either. I think it could be good. Just, you know, I guess once you start streaming, don't go shouting from the rooftops how old you are. But like you say, I think people have streamed younger than that. Another thing, I guess, is if your parent or guardian will not give you that permission, I don't know if Twitch has a good way to check that. So, just, you know, son of a gun. Keep that in mind. Game jam game gets popular, then suddenly the internet is looking at you. Mini game jams get published after. I mean, it's possible. I'm only doing like one stage of thing, so we will see. I don't think I'm not gonna be a major contributor. I'm just helping out a little. Wrong button. There's a lot of haters and scammers and all that. Yeah, so about that, first off, let me... Yeah, that's better. Okay, first off, as far as scamming and stuff goes, I would stay away from anything that says, like, follow for follow or like for like. Just avoid all that stuff. I know all the problems. Yeah, Mookie, you sound like you've got a good head on your shoulders and you kind of know what you're looking out for. There's a lot of people talking about stuff on Twitch. A lot of YouTube videos talk about how Twitch works and that kind of thing. I think as long as you approach things with a critical eye and just be careful of folks, then you'll be fine. I don't think it's something that you really need to worry about too much. Yeah, that's probably okay. First of all, I'm not a dumb. I'm not dumb. Yeah, no, didn't think you were. I just know that that's one thing that a lot of people can fall into, and honestly, even the people who do fall into it, I don't think they're stupid. They just, most people, I think most people aren't actually stupid. They just don't know better. I'd make these legs twice as thick. Kind of like how weird they look being that thin. And I don't actually know. Crud. I'm not sure which one of these two would look better either. But yeah, just stay away from anything that sounds too good to be true, because it probably is. Don't trust strangers. Yeah. I don't know. Personally, I feel like most strangers are usually okay. It's not a matter of strangers, it's just, I don't know. I think people have a pretty good sense for smelling BS when they're presented with it. And you can't always trust that, of course, but I do think that, people who get in trouble are the people who, they've got a good sense for BS, but they just didn't listen to it. I am now about to become famous by follows. Yeah. Hey, Myriad, welcome. And good morning. Or good evening. I realize I catch people on the other side of the planet, and I don't remember. I think you said you're in the evening? How are you? I'm doing pretty good. I'm having a good day so far. I got up early, got some stuff done. Yep, evening indeed. Yep, called it. Can never exactly remember where everybody is. let's see. How do I... That? Yeah. But yeah, I got up this morning, took my dog for a walk, got out of the house, went and got some breakfast, and otherwise have been somewhat productive with what I wanted to do. So yeah. Okay, I'm lagging a bit because I'm dead. I just wanted to say hi. Well, yeah, I mean, you are more than welcome to lurk in the chat, just hang out. Thank you for stopping in. It is good to see you, or hear from you. Good to see you. It's an expression, and I'm gonna keep using it. This is probably the wrong color for this. You know what? I'm probably just gonna cycle this deer to be a really weird, freaky color anyway. So, but yeah, man, thanks for stopping in. Oh, well, I'll leave. What? What do you mean you'll leave? I just said you could hang out. Alright. Thanks for stopping in. Oh, hey, are you streaming later? If you're still here? Let me know if you are. I don't like that. I don't like that color. I think I'm just gonna leave that dark. I might be going overboard with these a little bit. Or is there anything else I need to be aware of or beware of? Are you talking as far as streaming goes? Because, yeah, about the streaming. Bots. I mean, yeah, Kitty has been streaming longer than I have. He's got more followers than I do. So I would be, you know, definitely take him at his word on that. I haven't had to deal with bots much myself. But, definitely something to look out for. That's one of the reasons why my Discord is confirmation entry only. Not exactly sure how I want to do this. Might be best to just leave it. Might be best to just leave this mostly put in, what's the word I'm looking for? Hang on, resetting brain. Implied detail. Imply detail rather than try to be actually detailed, because this is very limited palette. You'll get some that will randomly pop in with buy followers stuff, but you'll also get bots randomly following when you haven't streamed in months. So you'll have bots in your viewer list, but Twitch doesn't count them. How can I know if they're on the stream? Kitty, you probably have a different opinion on this than I do, but I don't personally worry about them. If they're in the chat and they're not doing anything, I do not care. I don't even look at my viewer count while I'm streaming. It's just not something worth worrying about for me. So and whenever I do, I have looked, and whenever I do, I just upset myself. So I try not to do that. But I think I have a better time when I just stream without worrying too much about who's in chat or not, or how many viewers I have. Expect to have no followers at all unless you have close friends that will watch you. 90% of my viewers are online or IRL friendos. Yeah, it's good to be aware that they exist. And also, for me, if I see anything that comes in that says like buy followers or anything that even sounds close to being a bot, I ban them. I don't ask questions, I just ban them. Viewers, yeah. Yeah. One thing that I've seen recommended by somebody, a bigger streamer, somebody who actually has thousands of followers, is when you're getting started, stream as if you have a bunch of people. Even if no one in chat is talking, even if you have 0 people, stream as if you are streaming to a bunch of people. Because that will be practice for you for when you do have people. It'll get you the ability, it'll help you get comfortable basically talking to your computer screen, which is not a default ability. It's not a thing that anybody starts off being able to do. You're on camera, you're on a stage, or maybe you're not on camera, but you're quote unquote on camera. You're on a stage, you got to perform for people, which is a very different experience than just talking with your friends. A lot of streaming is talking to an empty room. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Don't get me wrong. I much prefer having people to talk to. I much prefer... It makes it a whole lot easier if you have someone who's actually there chatting with you. But if you can practice getting used to streaming in front of no one, you'll be a lot better prepared when you do have somebody to stream in front of. And that's the other part of it too, I think, is don't worry too much about it. If if somebody comes in and they want to talk and chat, great. If nope, that's my... What in the world? That is the wrong... How did I end up on that tool? Oh, I see. Okay, sorry, got distracted. But yeah, if somebody comes in and they want to chat, great, talk to them. I mean, if they don't say anything, keep talking as if they're there. Maybe they bailed immediately, but who cares? Talk anyway. It's practice for you, and you've lost nothing. I can be a superhero that can speak to an empty room. I mean, yeah, if you think about it, it's the same thing as like broadcasting. Like for TV, it's the same skill. Those people aren't talking to anybody. They're talking to, talking to a camera, talking to an inhuman face. So it's, it's something that you've got to get used to. We are not created with the ability to know how that's supposed to work. Let's try this and see how that goes if I fade it up like so. That's kind of an interesting look. I kind of dig that, actually. Achievements are great goals to follow, in my opinion. I mean, yeah, but at the same time, I don't really feel like there's a lot you can do for them. Like, they're good metrics. I think they're good for metrics to shoot for, as in like, okay, I know what to be expecting, right? that way you're not expecting to have, 1,000 followers right out the gate. I think for that purpose, it's pretty good. But otherwise, I'm not sure that it's a thing that, I can't control physically. There's nothing I can do for having more followers other than try to make good content. Stream for X days and for X time. Yeah, I mean, I'll be honest though. I stream three days a week for usually 2 to 3 hours at a time at a stretch, and that blows the goals that they set out of the water. That's like way more than they want. And I personally, I don't know that streaming time is a good metric, if you know what I mean. Like, I don't know if that actually helps you. How do I put this? Say I stream for 1 hour in a week, right? Or 2 hours in a week. I'm not necessarily doing better if I stream for 5 hours in a week. Those metrics are not the things that determine how well I'm doing. You know what I mean? Like, the thing that determines more how well I'm doing is are people watching? I guess watch time. If that makes any sense. Nope, that's not working. I do not like that. You stream how many you want. Gets you more followers and you get your discoverability up. When I streamed regularly, I had people pop in saying they discovered me on the recommendation page. I mean, I guess that's fair enough, but I guess my complaint with that is that Twitch isn't very discoverable, which is another thing I would say, and that I've been bad at, is if you're actually looking to make this kind of activity a thing that can sustain you and support you, don't just stream. Make videos. Everyone that I've seen talks about making videos. Like all the people who are big names already, who are making a living doing this, are saying, Twitch is not a good place for being discovered. It's got terrible discoverability. You need to put content out on, like, YouTube. YouTube or TikTok or whatever else, depending on your style of content. Yeah, it's fine. I'm gonna leave that. But like I say, try multiple things, listen to different people, figure out what works for you, I would say. Yeah, I don't like how this looks. Nope, that's not what I wanted to do. Yeah, I think I do like how this looks. I'm gonna leave that there. Let's see, realize what I need to do. Thanks for advice. Yeah, you're welcome. And also, I guess the biggest piece of advice I can give you is you should go listen to people who have done the thing. Be wary of their advice, because I feel like sometimes when people have, they have 1 million followers, they're a little bit disconnected from people who are just getting started. But take their advice, or at least listen to it and see what they have to say. On a certain level, their advice is going to be more helpful than anything I can say, because I don't know how to succeed exactly. I've never done it. I'm trying. But it's a work in progress for me. Okay, I'm kind of liking how this is looking. See, oh, one more piece of advice. Variety games will get you more views. Some games have cult followings with nobody streaming it. So when you do, lots of people pop in. So playing lots of different games help you find those communities. Yeah, so one thing I heard from again, another big streamer, is people really seem to like Stardew Valley. Like, a lot. And the community is tends to be very welcoming. So that's one of those games that I've not played very much of. So I can't speak to that. Well, I say I haven't played. I have played the game. I just haven't played it on stream. But I haven't experienced that firsthand, is I guess what I'm trying to say. But that is apparently one game that seems to work pretty well for a lot of folks. I'll be a mobile streamer with bad internet. I mean, yeah, that's another thing you've got to consider is, why did I do this? What am I doing? That is the wrong color. There we go. That's better. It's not great, but it's better. Anyway, it's time for my iconic 12:30 nap. Talk to you later. And man, have a good sleep. Enjoy your nappies. And now that the weebs are gone, the adults can talk. No, I'm kidding. Dang it, kitty. Why you gotta be like this? Alright, this song is taking me off. Under certain circumstances, it would be great. Under this circumstance, I don't love it. Are we onto something? We might be onto something. I always like playing with dithering but I'm never quite sure about it. By the way, Arterion, can I post my new work? Of course, man. If you're talking about in the Discord, by all means, please do. Anytime. You don't need to ask my permission. Post whatever you want, as long as it's not explicit or anything. As if following the, as long as you're following the community guidelines. Yeah, go ahead and post whatever you want. No, I don't like all that. That's a mess. Let me leave that out of this particular part of the face. It's posted. Cool, yeah, I'll take a look at it here in a bit. So I think the game jam that I'm working for here, or the game jam project, is over on Monday, if I remember correctly. So not a whole lot of time. So they probably want this as soon as possible. And I am going to attempt to deliver. Kinda liking this deer. I feel like this is kinda working for me. Face doesn't perfectly match up with what I'm going for here. So we might call it on the deer for a second. So let's put that away. And we're gonna go make the background. It's supposed to be in like an otherworldly cafeteria. Which I'm feeling like is supposed to be a cafeteria that is basically our world, but just something is wrong. Something is off. So I put that there. 16 away. Put that there. That is 18 away, so right there. Cool. Actually, I'm gonna bring this all the way up here. And then we will go out like so. Being as simple as possible as I can, or as simple as I can get away with. Okay, given the way that is, I will probably want to do this. Okay, I'm suddenly realizing that this is, nope, this is a goof. I have done goofed it. What I need is I need more inward space. So let's do this instead. Let's go here. End it right about there. We'll start up here. I think that's one too low. I think that's where that ends. There we go. Hey, yep. We were just talking about it. Speak and they shall appear. Ah, son of a gun. Hey, Adriel. How about you be gone, bot? Uh-oh. Interesting. My restream says that it's not functioning. I wonder why. Ah, well, whatever. The chat still works. And that's all that matters. Okay, so I think what I want to do is just set this up real high. Like up here-ish. Just get rid of both of these. And those. That should do the trick. Yes, there we go. What if I just did... Just go to the corner. No, I didn't want to do that. I do not want to do that because I want a bunch of space. Also, I realized I have covered up chat for myself. Let me undo that. Hiya. Yeah, exactly. I can't believe that. Like, I usually get those coming in from, like, YouTube. It's not normal that I see those showing up actually in Twitch. That was in Twitch, right? Oh, can't see it. It's not worked. Do you mean it didn't work? I didn't, or... Is the message gone? I deleted the thing, so I don't see it anymore. Where's my... Oh. Where's my moderators when I need them? You can still see it. Okay, hang on. Where are you? Blocked. Okay, he is blocked. How do I remove this? Can you still see it? Because I deleted it through Restream. Oh, interesting. Hey, there we go. That is really weird interface, Twitch. It was like this sliding scale bar that I had to move up and down to choose whether to delete it or purge it or whatever. Left and entered again. Okay. I guess as long as it's working. As long as it's gone. I'll be an art streamer. I mean, yeah, that sounds cool. If that's something you're interested in. I know, so I was actually thinking about this earlier today. I was listening to a podcast talking about, specifically it was talking about VTubing, which I think is something I might want to do in the future. But in any case, it was talking about the difficulty of streaming in today's age and trying to make it as a streamer, I guess, because of how I guess how much opposition there is to it. But that got me to thinking about, so when I was younger, when I first got out of high school, I wanted to do art as a career. And so I went to an art school for 1 semester, but I don't know. My parents didn't really see it the same way I did, which, you know, they have a different life experience. But, you know, they were willing to at least support me in going. But, I don't know. I think at the time I wanted to do art, and I went for a semester, but then kind of thought, maybe I don't want to do that. Maybe I don't want to do streaming, or not streaming, but maybe I don't want to do art as a career because I don't want to be told to do it. But at the same time, I was like, I don't know, didn't really have the support of those around me thinking, yes, this is a thing you can do. You can do this, and it will be a worthwhile endeavor. So I didn't do it. And, I mean, I'm still happy with the life I've lived up to this point, for the most part. But I feel like I could have been better at art than I am now had I stuck with it, for sure. Oh, hey, 123 Paper Helmet, welcome. And thank you for following. Hope you're enjoying what you're seeing, which is currently just a box. I promise I don't just do boxes. I have deer that stare at you angrily. But, anyway, what was I saying? Ah, yeah. Could have been a lot better than I am now, but either way, you're getting started early by my metrics, Mookie. You're getting started early, so you've got a lot of time. So if you start off and you aren't happy with what you've got, don't worry. You can improve, and you will. But, oh yeah, I was going to look at a thing, speaking of. Yeah, see, there you go. I see your flame sword. You've already got a, like, I think I said this the last time I saw you post stuff. You've got a pretty solid understanding of a few, what I think are a few key concepts that you'll be fine. I'm not worried about you. Not too many pixel artists are on Twitch. Yeah, it's kind of, I guess it's kind of an open market. It's free real estate. I don't know if that actually picked up. I tried to do the whispering "it's free real estate" thing in my mic, but My avatar didn't respond. I've got my mic settings such that if I don't speak loud enough, it just doesn't pick anything up. But I hope that worked. Let's see. I am trying to do perspective, and I hate doing it. Alright, so if I draw these on different planes, I need to go to props, and we need some chairs. Don't like lewd art. Okay. I mean, that's fair enough. Different strokes for different folks. I mean, I don't do lewd art myself either. I don't necessarily knock anybody who does it. I get that there's a strong draw to do it. And I know a lot of people have made ends meet doing it because it's a thing that people will pay for. But at the same time, one thing I know that some people have had to deal with is certain people will commission art of a certain kind, of a certain nature, and then turn right around and bash the same people that they commissioned to make that stuff, which is... that's not cool. I think you need to be on one side of the fence or the other and support the people that you're actually going to support. If you got some kind of problem with it, just have a problem with it. We can have a discussion. But anyway, that's a whole another big ball of wax, or a big ball of mess. But it's one of those things that I personally avoid, for a variety of reasons, I think. Okay, so here is the problem I'm going to run into real fast. How do I make a table, cafeteria setting looking kind of thing such that it looks right, if that makes any sense? So I guess here let me draw to illustrate my point. I could try and draw a table, like a big cafeteria table, that looks like this. Right, so you've got your bits and bobs here and there, and it's receding into the distance. And we'll just do some basic feet for this thing. But yeah, you've got some, and I could do like a chair here. Or like a bench seat. I could do it like this, right? Let me turn this deer off. Something like that. That doesn't look awful, to be honest. But I could do something like that, or I could do something more like, I guess it's gonna have to be a little bit this kind of thing either way. The thing disgusts me that you mentioned. Yeah, it's just it's a field of work, that people are. It's real art, whether you like it or hate it. It is real art, and people are making a living at it. But at the same time, it's not socially acceptable to do, and so it's hard to make money at it in a field, which is to say art, in a field that's already pretty hard up for trying to make a living doing it. So that's the thing that I keep in mind. I guess I guess my take on it is if you people do that on Twitch. Are you talking about people do lewd art on Twitch, or people, I guess, harass other people for doing art on Twitch? I would believe both of those. I feel like my walls are too close. I feel like I should just widen the whole thing. If I take this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That looks a bit better. A bit. I'm not sure. Oh, I guess another thing I could do is actually just move the whole thing up. That gives me a lot more room to play with. Of course, now all these need to move. You can see it with your eyes in the pixel art section. But yeah, are you talking about people getting harassed for making lewd art, or are you talking about people making lewd art? People making lewd art. Yeah, like I said, that's the thing. People, or what I was saying a second ago, I get the appeal. I get the draw of people wanting, as an artist, I get the appeal of wanting to make lewd art because there is a market for it. You know, especially if you're on like Twitter or some other places where people will post similar kind of things or stuff that's a little quote-unquote risque, but and it gets a lot of attention. People, you know, some people really like to see that kind of thing. And like I've thought about it, like, is this a thing that I would want to do because it would be a way to get attention, you know, if I could do it well. But then I thought, I don't know, it's not my thing. It's not a thing I want to do. I don't want to be known for that. Yeah, that's my big consideration, is that like if you don't like it, just don't go there. What in the world? I need to shrink this down. People are out here trying to make a living and have a good time, and as long as what they are doing isn't hurting other people, then just let them be. That's my own personal take. As much value as that has. Okay, let me just repeat that actually, right there. That's basically the same exact thing. So I drew one to sort of get a feel for what would it look like if I drew it long ways, and then I drew another one to get a feel for the opposite way. And now that I have them both in front of me, I'm thinking, wow, I could just do both. There's nothing stopping me. Let's see. Why can't I? Ah, that's the one I need. That, I don't know why, but that makes the place feel so much bigger. Oh, right. I need to select that. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, I don't know why, but that really makes the room feel a lot bigger. Of course, now I have this red-colored deer in here. Doesn't really fit the coloring of everything. But streaming should be fun. Yeah, I agree. That said, I'm a little biased. I do think it's fun. Because I do it. Should I flip this? Should I flip these colors? Make the dark on the top and the light on the bottom? I feel like I need a light source too. Yeah, I think for first off, I need to figure out what I'm doing with this border here, because this ain't working. My goal is just to speak with people. I think that's a good goal. I think that talking to people is a good plan. No more red, gray. Well, that ain't it. I think talking to people is a good thing to do. Getting, like I was saying earlier, getting out of your own head can really help. No, now that I've done it, I like it this way better. I kind of like the deer blending in a bit. This deer's gonna need to be on top of this. Tyrion, you're a good guy. Well, thank you. I do my best. I'm not always a good guy. I don't think everybody is the good guy all the time. But I do try. I was thinking about this too. I think everybody is... There's somebody different to just about everybody who knows them. Like, you can ask my roommates. I'm not always cool. I mean, depending on which roommate you ask, I'm never cool, but... Oh, crap, I'm in the wrong thing. You know, when I'm getting annoyed at my roommates for something that they did, that's a different version of me than is the one who streams cool pixel art stuff on the internet. It's still me, still the same person. I'm just a little different, if that makes any sense. What if I were to take this? No, I think it's probably right about where it needs to be. What if I just... Sorry for the quick tappies. Like, I don't want to hide it. But at the same time, I've kind of drawn myself into a corner here. It needs to be where it is because of the angle that it's at. Oh yeah, as far as being a good guy goes, I think there are two really smart people that a lot of people in the world look up to who have said basically the same thing about, you know, how to live a good life. And I respect both of them. One of them said, "Do unto others as you would have them do unto you." And the other one said, "Don't do to others what you don't want them to do to you." Basically. And I think both of those guys were really onto something there. In more recent times, I think people have said, "Don't be a dick." It's pretty good advice to follow. I'm not as well always cool. Yeah, it's hard. It is hard to be cool all the time. Stuff gets under your skin, gets to you. Ooh, I just had a thought. I want to... That is that color. Okay, let's do this. Can I cheat here? Maybe. I don't know if I want to do that. I don't know if I want to do it that way. Give me all the dithering. Give me all the dithering? And then what if I do this? It's an interesting idea. So, by the way, said to my cousin, "I want to stream because I want to speak with people," and he started laughing. But why, though? Like I was saying just a second ago, like, streaming is one of those things that's very, very hard to find people who will want to support you in it just because it's not normal. Or it's not an accepted method of doing life, I guess, if that makes any sense. Why do these colors feel like they're very different? Like they're not on the same... Well, that's an interesting pattern. We'll take it. How about over here? Can I do this? Can I do this? Don't know about that. Give me some bigger ditherings. Let's see. I think he thinks I want to only get money. Doesn't know me too much. I mean, to be fair, I do think that streaming for money is a perfectly reasonable thing to do. But like any other job, if you don't actually like doing the thing, and you try to do it anyway, you are not going to have a good time. If that makes any sense. Like, even if you're talking about becoming a doctor. Doctors can make a lot of money. But if you don't actually like the idea of being a doctor for one reason or another, like, for example, you don't like the sight of blood, you don't like dealing with lots of stress or people trying to sue you all the time, then, you know, being a doctor is maybe not for you. Streaming, I think, is kind of the same way. It's, you've got to enjoy it. Especially since it takes up so much of your energy to do it. If you don't enjoy it, then you're not going to stick with it. Is that the thing I want to do? I don't think it is. I don't want to be a doctor. I mean, yeah, and that's all I'm saying. Is like if you don't want to be a doctor, you wouldn't be good at it. And so like with streaming, if you were only trying to stream because you thought it would make you a lot of money, that would be a bad plan. If you didn't like streaming, if you didn't actually enjoy it. No, I'm not liking this. I'm gonna go back to that. That's a bit too bright. I might just go to black. Just gonna leave this black. I guess I could use this as a shadow. Underneath here. Let's see how that looks. My father is a doctor, my mother's a nurse, and my brother is in medical college. I don't like doctor stuff. Well, there you go. Guess that answers that question. I am doing this the long way. I have some cousins who are in the medical profession. They do, actually this needs to move. They do pharmaceuticals. They're like a pharmaceutical engineer, technician, something like that. The only part of their job that I am aware of is that they fill prescriptions for people. I know that they do other stuff, though. Just not aware of what it is. Okay, yeah, that should do. Let's see. I'm an outcast. What, with your family? Just because you don't want to do, just because you don't want to do medicine? That seems kind of garbage, if that's the case. Not gonna lie. I need you to be gone, dear. And let's do this. Something like that. gonna take this. You know what? I was gonna try... Yeah, no, this is not gonna work. I just need to use this. And fill this in. Gonna have to hand dither this whole thing. I don't wanna. Yeah, it's probably fine. And why on your artwork is the deer? So, again, the prompt, not the prompt. I'm working for, or I'm trying to get a piece done for the sake of a group that has gotten together to make a game for a game jam. Hang on, I'm gonna do a stretch. Need to do. Been sitting in one place too long. I probably should take a break. Oh goodness, it's already 1 o'clock. After 1 o'clock. Anyway, a game jam, if you're not familiar with that, is where a group of people or an individual or whatever, they get together and try to make a game of some kind as quickly as possible, usually within a very short time frame. I think this one was like 16 days, and they put out the call a few days ago. Yeah, game jam. But they told me what they needed, which was a cafeteria with some otherworldly deer in it, basically. And it needs to have these dimensions. And it's supposed to be sort of first-person perspective, which I hope this works. But anyway, that's why there's deer. They're supposed to be. I think that part of the idea is that there are these deer that are here in this place where they are obviously not supposed to be. And so I'm gonna make probably another one of these is gonna look even more strange. Some kind of horror game. I don't know. They've given me a little bit of a blurb on, like, what it's, I guess, sort of, what the concept behind it is. And I've been reading a bit of their blurb about it. I don't know if it's a horror game exactly. But, that might not be a bad way to think of it. Looks like a horror game. Yeah, I'm going for sort of a horror vibe with my work anyway. If it's not what they need, if it's not what they want, then I can modify it a little bit. But hopefully it is. It is what they're looking for. And one of the reasons I wanted to do this is because, you know, it's a different kind of experience for me. I've never done exactly this kind of thing, so. Also, something else I wanted to do, just to see if it works. Let's turn that off. Let's turn that off for a second. Come to Deer 1. Copy him. We're gonna paste him. Flip horizontally. I know that's a really cheap way to shrink a thing down, but I'm doing it anyway. And ain't no one can stop me. Interesting, interesting. I kind of like where this is going. By the way, who is that Bob Ross guy? Bob Ross? So, if you are actually unfamiliar with Bob Ross, which I'll take it that you are, Bob Ross was a painter. He's passed away now, but he was a painter back in the late 80s, I think. Maybe further back than that. But anyway, he got a. In general, who is that guy? Yeah, he's a. He was a painter, but he was also a in a way he was kind of a streamer. Like it'd be a weird way to look at it. He didn't do it live. He kind of did stuff live, but it was recorded and then broadcast. But basically, he would walk people through how to do, I think, mostly acrylic paint. And he would make an acrylic painting in like 30 minutes. Just on camera, no breaks, no cuts, and walk people through how to make it. But the other part of it was that he's very encouraging with his attitude of, you can do this. Don't worry about mistakes. They're not mistakes. They're happy little accidents. That's a quote that's attributed to him. No mistakes, just happy accidents. But yeah, he was a very positive influence on a lot of people. Yeah, he very much seemed like it. Seemed like a cool guy. Very chill. I think he probably had a good outlook on life. I don't know much about the man himself, but I do know that a lot of people. Honestly, if you know anything about Mr. Rogers, like from Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood, I think they were on the same network. I could be wrong about that, so you could double check me, but I think they were on the same television network. And they had both of them had a very similar sort of vibe and kind of positive outlook. Very supportive of people, generally. Just all around good dudes. Okay, so let's cut that and put him on Deer 2. Oh, that's kind of neat. I do kind of like how that looks. I might need to change the color of the floor somehow, but I am kind of digging this. How about... I'm going to need to put some tiling in on the floor to give it depth, but... no, that doesn't really work. You know what? Here, let's try this. I don't want to do this. I'm going to do it anyway. Let's undo that, turn off contiguous, and just make all parts of the deer that darker color. That kind of works, but it presents me with a slightly different problem. You know what? I don't want these lines to be... It's fun to speak with you. I'm glad you're getting some value out of it. It is also fun to speak with you. Although I do apologize if my ability to have a conversation is somewhat compromised by trying to focus on something that is not the conversation, if that makes any sense. I'm gonna need to fan this out. Don't know if this is gonna work the way I want it to. But yeah, it's weird. A little bit weird having a conversation on Twitch just because I am trying to do something and be entertaining while at the same time I am trying to, you know, have a meaningful conversation with another human being. That is a little difficult sometimes. Does this even look anything? I don't think this is gonna work. No, stop that. I mean, okay, so let me do this, that, this, and let's play around with some other colors. Wait a minute. Oh, no. Turn that off. I do think that the dark red is the better play, but I don't like all the rest of that. That's an idea. What if I just, well... Yeah, that is a way to do that. I've got an idea. It might not be a good idea, but I have one anyway. We're gonna see how this ends up looking. Ooh, wait a minute. So that. Now let's see if I can... Oh, wait. Which button? What if I just did the 2x2? That's not the worst idea. I've done worse. Hmm. Hmm. Okay, so what else can I like the deer. I think the deer are pretty cool. I might need to change this guy's face around a little bit, but that one-eyed deer in the background gives me is good vibes. This can't stay this way, I think. Let's put that back. That can't stay that color because I need this guy to look different. Did I do that? I must have. Okay. Hmm. Ugh. I think one thing that I should do is put in some floor tiles. Floor tiling. Oh, that's gonna be a problem because the props are this color. Yeah. Hmm. I want to not match this same color here, which is going to be a problem because I need something to show the fact that there's a floor here. Not that button. So, like, I need to... No! Nay, I say unto thee. Get the heck out. There we go. So move this one down, put that across there. I guess maybe I should put it 2 down, actually. Oh, it is 2 down. And go like right here. And just sort of eyeballing this. Gotta be careful where I put it now. It's not an exact science. And then... something like that. No, that didn't look good. Some of these are gonna have to be edited, I think, but I think I'm getting the impression across that I want to. So I'm down to putting single pixels in place. Okay, yep, I've hit the part where I'm just doing doing work that is yeah, that one needs to change. I'm doing the work that is boring to watch, especially, I'm sure. So, oh look, it's Gray. He knows how to put lines in directions. Watch him go. I also made the mistake, and I'm feeling it now. I made the mistake of not taking a break today. I need to put a timer such that I take regular breaks. I need to hold myself to it. Okay, so that's a thing. Whew. And of course, now that I've done this, I'm looking at it and I'm like, no, you dummy. You should have put all this on a different layer, on a separate layer. But it's too late. Too late now. There's no going back. How does it look with everything else in it? Try and round off each of these bricks. Of course, why would I do this? What is wrong with me that I would attempt such a thing? It does look better though. I do like that better. Alright, I'm getting to the part where I can just sort of fill in the corners and it'll kind of work. Yeah, okay, that is working, and I do like it quite a bit. That looks pretty good for what I'm working with here. Yeah. Okay, cool. You know what? I gotta make a decision. I gotta make a decision right now. I need to decide, am I streaming for another hour? Or do I take a break now? Well, rather, am I streaming for another hour, in which case I take a break now? Or am I gonna call it here in like 30 minutes, in which case I'll just press on through and keep going? I do not know which would be better for me to engage in at this point. Because I'm sitting here thinking about it and I'm realizing I am not talking anymore. And that's not good. Like we were talking about earlier, practicing streaming to nobody. Part of that is that it keeps you in the mindset of talking all the time. But I think once you start to feel tired is probably the part where you need to step back and evaluate, can you keep going for the day? Like, I'm enjoying myself. I'm having a good time. I think at the very least I'm going to finish this bit. Finish what I'm working on here. There we go. Yeah, I am really liking how this looks, because like the single lines across made it look very much like a grid, which, you know, is kind of what I was going for. But at the same time, I'm only adding little stuff at the corners of the sections, and that makes the lines look like they're way thicker. Like, man, that just that like widening out the intersections makes this look so much better. And again, this goes back to like why I like pixel art so much. Very little modification can have a huge impact on how things look. Which means you've got to, A, be careful with it, but at the same time, it will be nice to you. Guess I need to do the bottom edge as well, because I didn't fill in any. Did not fill in any lines for that. Okay, yeah, that should be easy enough to fill in. Doesn't have to be perfect. There is no perfect in this case. there we go. Check that out. It's not amazing, but I do like it. A lot of modification can be done to this to make it look even better too, I think. I'm not sure I like where that back deer is placed. Exactly. I need to do something to the wall as well. Okay, so let's do this for now. Okay, we're gonna go to deer 2 and copy deer 2. We're gonna paste deer 2, and then take this section of the deer, copy it, flip it. And then huh? Yeah, okay. Cut you, put you on 3. Put you way back here. I might just have to make the back wall completely black. Because this is really hard to read. That color. Let's make it black. Let's go to deer 3. We're gonna fill some of this out a little differently. Not like that, though. I think this will help this stick out a bit more. Yeah, okay. Walls need work. Am I overdoing the one-eyed thing? I might be overdoing it. Crazy idea. Okay, there's the third one. That's unbalanced. Okay, so this is interesting. Huh, alright. So, I feel like it's very under-detailed. I need to do a lot more work on it. But I don't want to over-detail the floor or the other props and stuff. And I'm running into the problem of I have made the animals a similar color to their surroundings, which is definitely a problem, which I just said, and I did not need to repeat. Anyway, so I think one thing that would be potentially useful that kind of works, except for the fact that now the deer they've got a warm color to them. That's not gonna work. The deer have a warm color to them while the surroundings have a cool color. What if I... That's too bright. I'm just throwing stuff at a wall and seeing what sticks at this point. No, I don't really like the dark brown tile. This is probably too bright. Yeah, that's too bright. I don't know, this makes me feel like it's very much like a Zelda dungeon. Now what if I did that? That works a little better, but still, it's not good. It's not good, I don't like it. And I'm trying to stick within this palette. This is the palette that was provided to me by the team I'm working with, by the at least one of the guys on it. I don't know if he meant for this to be for certain the palette I should use, or if that's just, you know, sort of what he was working within. You know what? Because of the way that this is set up, I kind of want to flip this. Excuse me. Give them all, like, weird needle noses. Is an option. I kind of like that. It's kind of it is a weird thing that I can do. I think it works best on the first guy. Okay, so I'm gonna also take that color, fill in these eyes so that they're a bit brighter. That's already the brightest there. Okay, cool. I need to mess with this one. Yeah, this one. I'm gonna leave that alone. Okay, well, I think I've gotten to the point where I need to stop for now, walk away from this, and come back to it at another time. Because I'm just trying to slog on through, and I need to refresh. I need to refresh my brain. I've been sitting down for far too many hours in a row. I was having a good time. I was focused, I was driven, I was enjoying the conversation. And I didn't take a break. I ran myself right into the ground. Hey, Goddess of Doom. Sorry, are you just getting in, or have you been here for a minute? I feel bad because, like I say, I'm just needing to bail. Been here for a while. Okay, cool. I mean, yeah. If you're lurking, glad to have you. Glad you got to catch the stream. What do you think? I hope it's semi-psychedelic enough. I'm gonna post it in the Discord and see what the consensus is and where I should take it from here. They're oddly cute. You know, I thought so too. And I feel like they would kill me. I mean, yeah, and like, it's not the kind of kill you where they're gonna like rip your throat out. It's the kind of kill you where they get really close to you, and then your soul just leaves your body, and you're just dead. And there's a whoa as they get close to you, and your hearing goes completely silent. I should write a book. Sorry. Or yeah, you like they look at you, everything vibrates for a second, and then. But all right, very, very anti-chill vibes, which is what I tend to go for here. But anyway, like I said, I think the game jam is over come Monday, so I'll let you guys know the results of whether they used this or not. I mean, there's a part of me that I'm looking at this and I'm like, you know what, I like this, and this is pretty good for me. And I hope I didn't oversell them on how good I am at stuff. But hopefully that's just my imposter syndrome speaking. Let's see here. Whew. Oh, man. I feel like I've got a lot of stuff to do. So, yeah, you too. You too, Goddess to Doom. Thank you for piping up, and thank you for hanging out. But yeah, I was gonna say, I've been playing a lot of Elden Ring, and that's been getting me behind on my productivity. One of the things I need to do is update the shop. I've got a new wall texture I need to put in. I need to color in some more things, and I kind of want to update the border and everything to have more shop on screen and less, I don't know, stuff around the background. And for the longest time, I've been wanting to update my avatar, and I just haven't gotten to it yet. In any case, I think that's going to be all for me today, folks. I appreciate everybody stopping by. Thank you for Paper Helmet for your follow. Do me a favor, if you guys can, tell your friends I am 3 followers away. 3 from 50. Tell your friends to come check me out, and if they like what they see, hopefully they'll follow. We are on our way up. Don't know if anybody was having any fun watching my Elden Ring stream, but I think it'd be fun to make a video on that. I know I've been talking for weeks, months now, I guess, about making a video, and it's just so hard, for one, to get the motivation to do it. Like, I have a thing I want to talk about, but then I get through part of it, and I'm like, nobody wants to hear this. So, getting the motivation to keep myself doing the thing is part of the difficulty. But then just, like, looking at the back end, it's like, oh, so much editing. So very much editing. And I don't wanna. But I need to. I need to stop trying to be perfectionist about it and be like, this is not going to be as good as I want it to be. And just do the thing. Do the thing, get it done, put it up, and if people hate it, great. At least they had some kind of feeling about it. Anyway, that's going to be it for me, folks. Thank you for stopping by. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and until I see you again, safe travels.